This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
The Pro Pool Builder saga continues. What lawmakers are saying needs to be done to protect Floridians on the Treasure Coast. And in Port St. Lucie, the ongoing feud between the City and Waste Pro and the steps being taken to clean up the mess. Good evening and welcome to Treasure Coast News on WPTV News Channel 5. Each Saturday here at 7 p.m., you can join us for dedicated coverage of stories in and around the Treasure Coast from Stuart to Sebastian. Tonight we are outside of Sewell's Point behind me, a community in Martin County, arguably one of my favorite scenic spots on the Treasure Coast for one of the prettiest views of the St. Lucie River.
Megan, I agree with you. That is a very, very picturesque location. And so far today, the Treasure Coast, yes, you've seen rain, you've seen some storms, but not as bad as it could have been. At least we had some periods of dry conditions. Well, this is a 48-hour loop. So the past 4 days, just on and off rain has been the story with a washed out frontal boundary in place. Now, as that front dissipates, we are expecting slightly drier weather for tomorrow. Right now across the Treasure Coast, we're seeing some showers across Martin County as well as St. Lucie County and just the southwestern edge of Okeechobee County. So zooming in now to this area across Indian River Estates between Port St. Lucie and Fort Pierce, and it's drifting pretty much due west right now. Also tracking a shower near the Turnpike I-95 west of Stuart and Port Salerno, and some activity back towards the west in Martin County as well. Also tracking some showers over Okeechobee County. So we don't expect much in the way of storms for the next several hours, but we could continue to see some downpours move on the coast. I'll be back in just a few minutes with your Sunday forecast and a look ahead to the work week.
But first tonight, for more than a week, we have brought you stories about a problematic pool company on the Treasure Coast. State Representative John Snyder is now calling for Pro Pool Builders' license to be revoked after dozens of people have reported to law enforcement that the company took their payments but never finished their pools. I went to Martin County to get more information. Over the last week, we've reported how dozens of Treasure Coast backyards are ripped up and dreams of owning a pool seem out of reach. At least 40 of Pro Pool Builders' customers have now filed criminal complaints between Port St. Lucie and Martin County alone. And the Attorney General's office sending me the 15 complaints it's now also received and looking into.
Screen was going to come out.
Yvette Jelinek signed her Pro Pool Builders contract almost a year ago.
It was in June.
$26,000 later, she says they stopped showing up.
I remember it was right around Valentine's Day, so it was within that week was the last time.
She says she hasn't seen $26,000 of work, but has unsightly green standing water and a ripped up yard.
I didn't want a hole sitting there for months like it is now.
And it's not just the eyesore and the money lost they're concerned about. They say now there's a safety hazard in their backyard. There are holes in the ground, there's exposed rebar, and they have this huge sand mound that they're trying to keep their kid and neighborhood kids from climbing. State Representative John Snyder says he called the Department of Business and Professional Regulations, calling for the suspension and pause of Pro Pool Builders' license.
First step is trying to get that license put on hold. My call to any zoning or permitting authority in the Treasure Coast, stop issuing permits to Pro Pool Builders immediately.
This is the second pool company in less than a year to be subject to an investigation in his district. Amori Pool's owners are in jail now, facing charges related to fraud and taking millions of dollars from customers.
They have failed their customers, and we're seeing the ramifications all up and down the Treasure Coast, and we've got to do something about this.
He says there are ways the state could potentially step in, which he is exploring.
Municipalities and counties fail to take the proper steps to protect their consumers. That's when the legislature gets involved and says, hey, we're going to pass standards across at the state level. And it certainly seems that in the Treasure Coast, we're trying very hard to go in that direction.
And we have reached out to the owner of Pro Pool Builders several times for comments on our stories. Earlier this week, our Contact 5 team was able to track down a one-time sales representative from Pro Pool Builders. A WPTV viewer saw our first story and called our newsroom because Pro Pool Builders was scheduled to pick up his $30,000 deposit check late last week. We stopped by and spoke with the woman who claims she is no longer with the company.
I will talk with you, but with no camera. No, I don't want camera.
Well,
What can you just tell us what's going on with Pro
I have
Pools?
no idea. I quit Pro Pools weeks ago.
Okay.
So I don't work with them.
Okay, so all of these open projects, do you think that they're going to make right with these people? I mean, they've paid them thousands of dollars.
I don't know. I'm not talking, please. Turn off the camera. I'm not.
What was your role in this company, Monica?
I was just a trained salesperson that was trained to sell the pools. I was employed by them.
We'll continue to keep you updated as this story develops. As Port St. Lucie residents continue to deal with trash collection issues, the trash battle on the Treasure Coast was back in court this week. Representatives for Waste Pro in the city of Port St. Lucie continued their back and forth. The city sued Waste Pro last year over pickup delays. The company is demanding the city pay back $1.2 million in charges the city has levied over the past few years. A judge told both sides it's time to move towards an agreement.
At some point, you got to roll up your sleeves and get it done. So as far as the parties themselves, I'm going to order that they shall meet this week.
Right now, Waste Pro is planning to exit its contract in September, 3 years early. In the meantime, the city of Port St. Lucie said it's moving forward to hire a new trash provider. At a special city council meeting Wednesday, commissioners agreed to begin negotiations with 4 different waste haulers. The city's solid waste task force decided to split the city into 2 zones, east and west, divided by the Florida Turnpike. Whoever is ultimately hired is expected to come on board in September when Waste Pro plans to leave the city.
We didn't want to do it at this time, but we have to do it in order to do what's best for the city as we continue to grow.
Once a new provider is picked, the city plans to switch to once-a-week collection. City staff will bring a final recommendation to the council in the next 30 days. Well, water quality is on the mind of many of you on the Treasure Coast. This week, city leaders in Stuart showed their support for a bill making its way through the U.S. legislature. If passed, it would help end regulatory discharges from Lake Okeechobee into the St. Lucie estuary and Indian River Lagoon. WPTV's Derek Lowe explains.
The Northern Estuaries Restoration Plan is a bill authored by U.S. Representative Brian Mast. If passed, it would require the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to completely eliminate toxic discharges or harmful algal blooms from entering the St. Lucie River. The bill builds off of the comprehensive Everglades Restoration Plan, a water quality act that was passed in the early 2000s. Today, Stuart City leaders will announce a resolution supporting that legislation. The bill states the Corps would be required to develop new infrastructure to stop harmful discharges from the lake and would need to submit plans to Congress within just 3 years. Mayor Merritt Matheson says each year the Corps is too focused on guaranteeing water supply for agricultural operations. When the lake enters the wet season at higher levels, he says the city of Stuart is put in the crosshairs every time.
We are downstream of, a potential disaster this time of year, every single year. And that potential disaster is those harmful regulatory discharges, harmful to human health, harmful to our economy, harmful to our estuary, harmful in so many aspects.
Currently, Lake Okeechobee only sits at just over 13 feet. Matheson says the chances for harmful discharges are much higher when we enter the season at 13.5 feet or higher versus only 12 feet. In Stuart, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
And a new Florida Fish and Wildlife proposal may put an end to redfish fishing in the Indian River Lagoon. The proposal, which will be up for consideration at the Commission's May 3rd and 4th meeting, would make redfish a catch and release only fish. The Indian River Lagoon has experienced increased seagrass loss, which many sea life rely on.
Now, exclusive Treasure Coast stories from our partners at TC Palm.
As rent continues to skyrocket across the Treasure Coast, families are resorting to desperate measures, including living out of their vehicle. TC Palm's top premium story this week looks at how Treasure Coast residents are coping with increased rent, high housing demand, and the lack of affordable housing. TC Palm's Katie Wigman spoke with a Port St. Lucie family struggling to keep a roof over their head. Most nights, Ian Carmona makes just enough money working 2 jobs to shelter his family of 6 in a hotel. But when they can't afford it, they sleep in their minivan. St. Lucie County, where the Carmonas lost their housing in March, had the 4th highest annual rent increase nationwide last year at 43%. That's according to online marketplace Apartment List. The family wasn't worried at first because they had a decent savings and consistent income, but they soon learned the harsh reality of the real estate market. They sought help from multiple local nonprofits to no avail. There's no emergency shelter on the Treasure Coast available to everyone, only to specific situations. Also this week, just in time for Mother's Day, TC Palm highlights the best places to treat mom to a special brunch or dinner at local restaurants. To see the list and for more exclusive Treasure Coast content, visit tcpalm.com/premium. I'm Executive Editor Adam Neal for TC Palm.
And we're still tracking showers across the Treasure Coast. So what can you expect for the remainder of the evening and for your Sunday? We'll have all those details coming up after the break.
This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
Well, housing seems to be on everyone's mind on the Treasure Coast as rents rise and the prospect of affording a home becomes more and more out of reach for Floridians. A new complex in Hobe Sound, though, looks to help fill that affordable housing gap as more families feel priced out of paradise. WPTV's Joel Lopez has a closer look at the apartment construction and how the project looks to set itself apart.
For our target demographic, we see that there's a severe shortage of housing.
Construction is underway, looking to bring 177 new apartment units along US 1 and Dixie Highway in Hobe Sound.
This is the first of its project of this type ever here in the Hobe Sound area. The last time they built any multifamily housing here was over 40 years ago.
Tradewinds of Hobe Sound will be the newest addition to a growing community. A project featuring a clubhouse, fitness room, pool, and other amenities.
I wanted to make sure that this community that we're building here is going to be something Hobe's going to be proud of, Hobe Sound's going to be proud of, and it's going to stand the test of time.
The complex is being built on what was 13 acres of vacant land, filling the need for the growing population while also addressing the need for affordable housing.
We have just seen such a need for a neighborhood like this, especially here in Hobe Sound. So many of our community members that work here, they want to stay and live here, but the rent prices have just become astronomical.
49 units will be dedicated to workforce housing, giving professionals like teachers, nurses, and first responders a new option.
Let's do more of this. Let's take care of our people. Let's let them get a nice, affordable, comfortable housing that they can have a future and be with their family and not have to commute and not have to go to areas that they might not like.
Eligibility for the workforce units will be based on limits set by the Florida Housing Finance Corporation. The project is expected to be completed by the beginning of 2024.
It's going to be such an addition to this community, and I can't see anybody that would be against it because it's only helping our community.
In Hobe Sound.
The future's bright for Hobe Sound. We are, I think, a very special place.
Joel Lopez, WPTV, News Channel 5.
A new facility opened this weekend on the Treasure Coast designed to be a safe space for abused children. WPTV's John Shaman explains how one woman's crusade led to this new Children's Advocacy Center in Port St. Lucie.
So this is the family intake.
Debbie Butler walks us through a dream come true.
Investigators here, which is awesome.
Butler works with the Guardians for New Futures, proud hosts to this new Children's Advocacy Center in Port St. Lucie.
This will change the trajectory of the lives of the children.
The center, a designed safe space for kids who may have been abused. State and local agencies brought under one roof to help children in their darkest hours.
They'll start to heal more quickly, and they're not being traumatized over and over by going from, one place to another place to another.
When a child is brought into the facility, obviously it's a very sensitive situation. So the staff here wants to make sure that that child feels comfortable and welcome. Every child will get a stuffed animal as well as a comfort kit. For Butler, this mission is personal.
It was a difficult journey.
Her daughter got addicted to drugs.
My husband and I were there for our 2 grandchildren. Who's there for all of these other children? And that's when it clicked for me.
She's grateful for the legislature providing much of the $1.3 million in funding and area businesses that stepped in to donate. The new facility is expected to care for 1,000 children annually.
This is the healing garden.
And even with the finishing touches being put inside, there are still plans to expand outside at what was the old PGA Learning Center. But that's in the future. Right now, Butler wants to make sure that no child falls through the cracks.
Even if I can just help one child, that's a huge legacy.
John Shainman, WPTV Treasure Coast News.
More than 1,000 Treasure Coast students are gearing up for a day they'll remember for the rest of their lives. Graduation season is here, and this past week, Indian River State College hosted achievement ceremonies. WPTV's Derek Lowe was in Fort Pierce to see what all of the excitement was about.
Students here at IRSC will say their final goodbyes to this campus. However, for the first time ever, all students will get the opportunity to walk across the stage. According to college president Dr. Timothy Moore, that includes not only associate and bachelor degree graduates, but also students graduating with their GED and from trade school programs. For a majority of these students, they've had to overcome learning obstacles brought on by the pandemic. Most associate degree graduates today began their journey at IRSC after graduating from high school during the spring of 2020. Ceremonies will be held at the Fenn Center today and tomorrow. One student we spoke with says she was able to take advantage of the college's dual enrollment program and will graduate from IRSC with an associate's degree before she graduates from high school next month.
You really have to apply yourself. Like, you can't just show up to class and then not do the work. You have to actually put in the effort to learn the information and prepare for those exams and tests. And I feel like that will help me at UF.
Students graduating from any Treasure Coast high school this year, they have a very unique opportunity to obtain an associate's degree from Indian River State College, completely tuition-free, known as the Promise Program. All students graduating high school with a 2.0 GPA can apply online by May 15th. In Fort Pierce, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
And it certainly has been a wet few days across the area. I want to show you a little time lapse from Jonathan Dickinson State Park in Hobe Sound. And we saw plenty of clouds through the day, some peaks of sunshine too. But on this particular camera lens, we did not capture any raindrops. And overall, the Treasure Coast has been drier than Point South across Palm Beach County. Today, Vero Beach, you made it up to 82 degrees, average of 84, so just slightly below average, and a morning low mild at 72. So a few scattered showers still continuing across the Treasure Coast. Let's go ahead and zoom in now to St. Lucie County. There you can see a shower to the west of Indian River Estates right over I-95 and the Turnpike, but no lightning, just some light rain. Also tracking rain across Lake Okeechobee and the western edge of Okeechobee County right there. So Vipercast showing some spotty activity over the next few hours. This is actually midnight. We could see some showers pushing on shore. This is 2:30 in the morning, take you to 3:30, still seeing some activity. This is 7 a.m., a shower across Martin County. So if you're getting up early Sunday morning, maybe headed out to church, you could encounter some heavy downpours. This is 9 p.m., take you to 10:30. But then during the afternoon, most of the activity starts to push inland. So tomorrow afternoon looking like a decent day rain-wise. It's just the morning hours, I think, the better chance to see that rain, and Monday overall drier too. Current winds out of the east around 15 to 16 miles per hour. Temperatures low to mid 60s, 73 right now for the folks in Pahokee. It's 74 in Okeechobee, and across the Treasure Coast 75 Vero Beach. Port St. Lucie 74 degrees. Your hour by hour forecast tonight, temps in the 70s with a chance of showers. Here's your 7-day forecast. As you can see, we'll be heating things up as we head into the second half of the work week. Temps in the upper 80s, and drier Monday, Tuesday, better chance of rain Wednesday and Thursday.
A TikTok challenge has led to the arrest of a 16-year-old in Port St. Lucie. According to police, the victim, also a 16-year-old, was shot by a splatter gun in the face. The soft gel water ball hit her while she walked on a sidewalk. This is what the gun looks like. Police said this caused swelling to her eye. Reportedly, the suspect was in the backseat of a car when he fired the splatter gun. This incident coincides with the viral TikTok Orbeez challenge circulating across the country. The Orbeez challenge encourages TikTok users to buy soft gel water balls, load them into airsoft guns, and fire them at victims. Port St. Lucie police say they will pursue criminal charges against anyone who participates in this behavior.
Here are your Treasure Coast sports highlights with the ESPN 106.3 sports team.
What's going on, my good friends? Tiger Smith, ESPN 106.3. You know, dreams were realized this week for some locals in our area, such as Evan Neal, when he was drafted 7th overall by the New York Giants in the NFL draft. But there's some other locals athletes in our area who had some dreams realized as well.
And I'm talking about Lincoln Park Academy, as the district championship was on the line when they hosted OKEECHOBEE. This was one of the wildest games I've seen all year. Less than a minute left, all tied up at 14, and Lincoln Park came up with 3 amazing catches, like the one you just saw on your screen by Kyla Tiger, the last 2 by Jade McGrain. Look at that focus, able to catch over defenders, bobbling from people, but she came up with the game-sealing touchdown. Lincoln Park put together a game-winning drive and beat OKEECHOBEE 20-14, captured their first ever district title. Now, the Lincoln Park Greyhounds move on to the regional quarterfinals.
This is something that we honestly never thought would be possible for a long time. We're a new program, year 3. First year, we weren't even there. With 3 games and it got cut, and last year we were independent, couldn't get in the district because they didn't regroup it. And now here we are, first year in district, and we are district champs. It is an absolute surreal feeling, a feeling I never thought that I would get to experience, and I couldn't have done it without my team, without Coach Caleb, without Coach Perry, Coach Pryor, Coach Cloud.
And that's a look at sports.
If you live in Martin County, Fire Rescue would like you to sign up for a new program designed to keep you and your loved ones safe in the event of an emergency. It's called Community Connect, and its purpose is to give first responders a head start as they're heading to a scene. Residents and businesses can provide information like who's living in the home or if there are any hazardous materials on the property.
We have a lot of family members that live with their children or parents, and it's good to know when we go for like a structure fire response how many people we could be potentially looking for.
The program is voluntary, the data is secure, and participants can constantly update their information online. We've got a link to sign up at WPTV.com. They're the new eyes in the sky. The Port St. Lucie Police Department has found success using drones to fight crime. The department released this video where a drone operator was able to find a suspect hiding in a wooded area. Officers were searching for a motorcyclist who ran away after a crash. The department spoke to us about the importance of having drones on the force.
We've deployed them on 120 missions, 69 of which were for missing people that had just left the home, and we recovered 38 of them. So it's an extra set of eyes and ears, just like having a helicopter up in the air with less of a cost.
Port St. Lucie police say the drones have been added to the SWAT team and are available at all times of the day. And hey, if you have a need for speed, you may want to make your way over to the Vero Beach Regional Airport this weekend. The Vero Beach Air Show returned for the first time since 2018. In 2020, the show was canceled because of the pandemic. The U.S. Navy Blue Angels are taking to the skies along with the F-16 Viper demo team. The Food Fest also returned, featuring more than a dozen food trucks, live music, and a chance to meet air show performers. Saturday festivities have wrapped up for the day, but you do still have time to get in on the fun. Gates open at 9 in the morning tomorrow. Tickets are $25 and free for ages 4 and younger. Parking is $10. Thank you for joining us again from Sewell's Point in Martin County. Catch us again next weekend at a new location that highlights the diversity of the Treasure Coast. And you can find more stories about what's going on around the Treasure Coast on WPTV.com. Just click that Treasure Coast tab at the top of the homepage. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great weekend.